Hi guys, welcome back. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi and salam sejahtera. We continue our syllabus with 10.5, the blood groups of human. Okay, so blood group for human. Do you know your blood group? For sure you know already, or maybe you don't know yet. Actually, during Form 3, your science teacher maybe have carry out the experiment to test your antigen, okay, by using the antigen, the blue and yellow color one, okay. So hopefully dah tahu. Kalau tak tahu, actually boleh test, ada kit dijual. Okay, so blood group of human classified into blood group A, blood group B, blood group AB, or blood group O. So donation and transfusion of blood based on the compatibility of the blood group of the donor and recipient. Jadi kalau nak derma darah, doktor akan check dulu compatible ke tidak. Even awak darah B, boleh derma tak dekat orang yang darah B juga kalau rhesus tidak sama. Awak akan belajar detail nanti tentang rhesus factor. Okay, so basic yang awak tahu, jenis darah tak sama, for sure coagulation will occur, agglutination will occur. Okay, penggumpalan darah boleh berlaku. So blood transfusion, okay, donation, for sure kena tengok dari segi compatibility of the blood. Okay, so look at this one, table. Okay, antigen and antibody in blood groups. Form 3 science you have learned. Okay, blood group A, the antigen present on the outer surface of red blood cell called antigen A. Senang ingat, blood group A, antigen A. But for antibody, antibody is antibody anti-B. For blood group B, antigen B, but the antibody anti-A. For AB, both antigen A and antigen B present on the outer surface of red blood cell, like this. Okay, given in your textbook, the diagram here, but here no antibodies. Okay, and for blood group O, antigen present, no antigen. Okay, no antigen. And antibodies present, antibody, anti-A, and anti-B. Okay, due to this, so you know that blood group A can donate blood to blood group A and AB only. Okay, and can receive blood from blood group A and blood group O only. Okay, for blood group B, can donate blood to blood group B and AB and can receive blood from blood group B and O. Okay, for blood group AB, can donate blood to blood group AB only and can receive blood from A, B, AB, and O. So that's why AB is called universal recipient. Penerima universal. Boleh terima semua jenis darah. Okay. And for blood group O, can donate blood to all blood groups. A, B, AB, and O, but can receive blood from blood group O only. So blood group O person also called universal donor. Just because the presence of antigen and antibody. So please make sure you can memorize and understand all this. Okay, you have learned more detail also in Form 3. Okay, so now look at the rhesus factor. Actually, what is antigen? Antigen is a type of protein present on the outer surface of red blood cell. For example, okay, you have learned about plasma membrane. Awak dah belajar tentang cross section of plasma membrane. Okay. So, phospholipid bilayer here. Okay, the branch of this one, a long chain of polypeptide or a long chain of glycogen. Okay, modified protein here can be glycolipid, glycoprotein. So these are the examples of antigen. Okay, so the structure of this antigen will determine the type, okay, of red blood cell. That will determine the blood group A, blood group B, blood group AB, and blood group O. Okay, so without antigen A and antigen B, so the person with blood group O. Okay, so now for rhesus factor, we refer rhesus factor as antigen D. Okay, look at here, antigen D. So the person with a rhesus factor called rhesus positive. So orang yang ada rhesus factor, ada antigen D pada permukaan red blood cell dia, kita sebut dia sebagai rhesus positive. And the person or individual who does not possess Rh factor or no antigen D on the outer surface of red blood cell, we consider that person with rhesus negative. Tidak ada rhesus factor pada permukaan red blood cell. Okay, so that's why we have to take into consideration rhesus factor, not only blood group. So kena tengok juga rhesus positive donor if mixed with blood with rhesus negative recipient. What will happen? The rhesus positive with antigen. Saya letak positif, maksudnya ada antigen tersebut. What will happen? The blood of recipient, penerima yang memang negatif tadi, will produce antibody because the rhesus factor, the antigen here, okay, will be triggered as foreign particle. Dia akan kesan antigen ni sebagai benda asing. Antigen D, okay, so the blood circulatory system of recipient will be stimulated to produce antibody. The immune system, so involving the blood circulatory system, will produce antibody, okay, to destroy the antigen. So the antibody called anti-D antibody. Okay, so when the recipient receive another dose of Rh positive blood, first time, biasanya tak banyak sangat terhasil, positif, negatif, so dia terima darah yang memang ada antigen D tadi. Okay, the rhesus factor here, positive, okay, received by rhesus negative person. After second dose, after second injection, okay, of rhesus positive blood, what will happen? Agglutination might occur. Just because of excessive or more antibody, anti-D, will be formed. So after exposure towards the same type of blood, okay, towards the body or the blood of rhesus negative person, this will result agglutination and lead to death. First exposure, normally the amount of antibody produced, the anti-D antibody, is low. But second exposure towards the same type of blood with a rhesus factor, with antigen D, antibody, anti-D will increase. So result in agglutination of the blood in the recipient blood, in the recipient body. Okay, so that's why lead to death. So bila berlakunya penggumpalan darah, pastinya dia akan menyebabkan blockage, blood flow tak smooth, menyebabkan less oxygen will be transported to the body cells. Okay, that's why lead to death. Okay, hopefully this one you can understand. Example here. Okay, that's why blood screening test is very important. Terutamanya bila nak kahwin nanti, kena buat ujian darah yang detail, yang lengkap. Pregnancy and rhesus factor. So, bila berlakunya kehamilan, okay, dan kalau kita nak kaitkan dengan rhesus factor, problem will arise if rhesus negative mother, okay, marries and rhesus positive father. Okay, so ayah rhesus positive, maksud kat sini, with antigen D, married with mother, woman kat sini, rhesus negative, so no antigen D. Okay, so if fertilization occur, then zygote form, okay, the developing fetus with rhesus positive might develop. So, boleh dapat anak yang ada rhesus positive with that antigen, antigen D. So, what is the major problem here? Look at here. During the last month of pregnancy, trimester terakhir, the last trimester, 7 to 9 months of pregnancy. Usia kandungan 7 hingga 9 bulan. Itu maksudnya. Okay, fragments of fetal blood cell. Certain fragment of blood cells of the fetus might enter mother's blood circulatory system because the fragment can cross placenta and enter mother's blood circulatory system. So the antigen D, the rhesus factor, the fragments can cross placenta, okay, and enter blood circulatory system. So what will happen? As a result, okay, the white blood cell, okay, leukocyte, you have learned about leukocyte, the white blood cell will trigger immune response. So leukocyte, the white blood cell inside mother's blood circulatory system will detect the fragments as foreign particle. Okay, sistem peredaran darah ibu akan detect antigen yang dibebaskan, okay, antigen D tadi, sebagai benda asing. Even actually this one, a type of protein. Dia anggap macam just like invasion or infection of bacteria or virus. So blood circulatory system of mother will detect the antigen D, the fragments, as foreign particle. So the leukocyte will produce anti-D antibody. Okay, anti-D antibody. So the antibody actually can cross placenta and flow into the fetal blood circulatory system. As a result, at the end, the antibody will destroy some of the red blood cell of the fetus. Okay? Nampak? Destroy the red blood cell of the baby. Okay? Before or immediately after birth. Even this condition is harmful to the growing fetus, but for the first pregnancy, kehamilan pertama, normally minor effect sahaja. Okay? Because konsep yang sama tadi. The concentration of anti-D antibodies produce lower. Okay, concentration of antibodies not enough to affect the first child, but subsequent pregnancies, the second pregnancy, third pregnancy, fourth pregnancy, with rhesus positive baby. Okay, this one memang major problem. Why? More antibodies, anti-D antibody will be formed. So the amount, example kalau saya buat graph. Okay, the first pregnancy, the amount of antibody lower. Second pregnancy, the third pregnancy, fourth pregnancy. So harmful for the growing fetus. More red blood cell, more fetal red blood cell will be destroyed. So this condition or the disease is called erythroblastosis fetalis. Fetus itu, okay, memang biasanya tak boleh survive. Okay, melainkan buat blood transfusion. The second fetus dies if the blood is not replaced with Rh negative blood. Because most of the red blood cell of the fetus will be destroyed due to anti-D antibodies produced by the blood circulatory system of the mother. Okay, so in a less serious situation, the baby may suffer from anemia. Boleh dapat anemia, boleh dapat mental retardation. Kalau baby tu survive pun, okay, boleh dapat penyakit ni. Boleh juga terencah akal. Lack of red blood cell. So, less oxygen transported to the brain of the growing fetus. Okay, that's why lead to mental retardation. So, bila kahwin dengan orang yang rhesus positive, actually bila dah dapat detect through blood screening test and normally at the early stage of pregnancy, doktor boleh check. Okay. Injection can be taken, boleh diambil yang disebut sebagai anti-rhesus globulin. Just right after first pregnancy. Sebab first pregnancy normally tak bagi kesan kepada baby. Sebab amount yang dihasilkan antibody tu sangat rendah. So, for the second, third and lepas tu lah. Okay, globulin, anti-rhesus globulin should be taken by the mother with rhesus negative. Okay, to stop the formation of anti-D antibodies. Okay, so kalau buat soalan, awak akan lebih faham this one. Kalau tak faham, awak boleh tanya saya untuk saya jawab lah. Okay. So that's all for 10.5. Thank you very much.